In Italian means my kitchen. And I just got back from Scotland, and throughout Scotland they have this cracker, and they're normally round, but I've also seen them in squares. And no matter where you go in Scotland, throughout Scotland, through the Highlands, through Glasgow, through Edinburgh, everybody has a different recipe. But what I am going to be showing you is a Scottish orange pumpkin spice cracker. It all starts with 2 cups of oats, regular oats. That's what I have right here, regular oats. I will also be using a teaspoon of baking powder, a half a teaspoon of salt, 1 tablespoon of Casper sugar or fine sugar, 1 tablespoon of cinnamon, 2 tablespoons of pumpkin spice, a half a cup of flour. I will utilize 1 grated orange, 2.5 tablespoons of butter, and a half a cup and 1 tablespoon of water. So what I have here, a half a cup and a tablespoon of water that I'm going to put into the microwave oven. And what I want to do is I want this to boil. Because what I want to do is I want to melt my 2.5 tablespoons of butter to that water. In the meantime, I am going to take my 2 cups of oats right in this big bowl. You are going to need a big spoon. Yes, a big spoon. I have some extra oats because I'm going to show you what to do with that next. And then what I am going to do again here is I'm going to add my teaspoon of salt, my tablespoon of Casper sugar. All goes in here like so. And also I have here a tablespoon of cinnamon, 2 tablespoons of pumpkin spice, and also a teaspoon of baking powder. That's going to go all in there like so. And I'm pretty much just going to be mixing all of this together. Now I want to get my orange, and I have my oven on 350 degrees, guys. 350 degrees. These cookies will cook for 20 to 25 minutes, depending on what is, wherever you are. Some cookies take longer, and when they're done when they start getting a nice beautiful color, and I'm going to show it to you once it's all done. And then what I do is I shut the oven off after I have left them there for 23 minutes. Shut the oven off for 10 minutes and they come out super crispy. You know, when I was in my travels through Scotland, everywhere you would go, they would have these beautiful crackers. Some people call them cupcakes, not cupcakes, they call them cakes. That's what they call them, cakes. Some call them cookies, and some call them crackers. My oven now is at 350. I just turned it on. And I am doing, what the orange does, it just gives it a very nice, beautiful flavor. And don't forget, because you can always use the orange later. So now that I have this in here, I want to mix this really well, but I want to make sure that I get all of my orange zest. The orange just gives this such a deliciousness. You know, pumpkin spice came to Scotland through Starbucks. Yes. They did not have pumpkin spice. And really, in pumpkin spice, there is no pumpkin. Yes, can you believe that? So now I'm going to get my water that is really hot, practically boiling. And I'm just going to add my 2.5, oops, that's hot. And remember, this has got the 2.5 tablespoons of butter and a half a cup plus 1 tablespoon of butter. So what I want to do is I want to melt this butter right in here. It helps if you take it out of the refrigerator. And mine, I didn't do that. I didn't do that. I was so excited about showing you this recipe. And this is the most easiest cracker. It's just amazing and delicious. While that is melting, I am going to go get a little fork. Now, some people, some of these crackers, cookies, or cupcakes, however it's called, they call them in different regions. Some of them will pinch it to make it look like a cracker. Some don't. I usually don't, but you can if you wanted to make it more like a cracker. So what I want to do now that I have my butter completely melted, make sure that all the butter is melted into this deliciousness. Ooh, it's hot too. Alrighty, this is coming together, this is melting. It helps if the butter is at room temperature, but I didn't get there. Hey. Now I'm gonna put that in there. And then what I want to do is I want to start mixing this with a spoon. You mix it all with a spoon just like that. Just like that. You see that? Just like that. And then what I'm going to start doing is I'm just going to start adding a little bit of flour at a time. And you're wondering how, it's starting to get, how is this going to work out? Just a little bit at a time. Now, I have not tried this with oat flour, but you may substitute the flour for the oat flour. And if you do not want it to, be all flour, you could do half and half. So what I want to do here is I want to continue to implement my wonderful flour. Just keep working the flour. Keep working the flour. Half a cup will do ya. Just keep working on it. I'm going to take my rings off because we're going to get in here. Take my bracelets off. Because we're going to get in here in just a bit. Alright, so this is, now if it's too dry, I'm going to go grab a little bit of water. And just implement just a little bit more water. No big deal. Just, we want everything to come together. Keep adding the whole entire half a cup of flour. Just a half a cup will do ya. And just keep working it with the spoon. There we go. See, it's coming together. Oops, come over here. You're not going anywhere. You're going to go in my tummy. Oh, and it smells like an apple pie. Yes, it smells like an apple pie. That is a delicious thing. It is. Just a little bit more water. Sometimes it could take a little bit more water. It depends on the day, I guess. It depends on the weather. When it's cooler, it doesn't quite do that. So now I'm going to get my hands, and I am just going to bring it all together. I'm just going to work it like so. See what I'm doing? I'm just working it. I'm just getting it from the, and I'm just going to start making it like a dough. Like a dough, guys. Oh, yes. Just like that. And then I'm going to start bringing it together. Because you don't want it too runny. You want it to be to where it really holds its shape. And just keep working it. Just keep working it to make a dough. Very easy transaction. Now this is coming together. I'm going to make this into a ball. And then I'm just going to wash my hands really quick. Oh yeah. So I'm just going to kind of go around it so I can get the rest of these guys, because I don't want to miss a thing on this, because this is delicious. Alright, I'm just going to go wash my hands real quick. Real quick. Okay, so now what I want to do is I want to get 2 pieces of parchment paper. Let me just clear the decks here. Get my orange out of the way. And then what we want to do is we want to take this beautiful thing right in the middle. Right there, right in the middle, like so. I'm done with that. Very easy transaction. I'm going to move it to the middle over here. And then I'm going to get another piece of parchment paper. And then I am just going to push it down. You see what I'm doing? I'm going to push it down. Super easy. And then I'm going to take this guy and I am going to start rolling it up. Now you can have this a ½ inch. I kind of like them a little thinner for me personally. but you could go, you know, a half an inch. Some can have an inch. If you're going to do an inch, it will take a good 30 minutes at 350, and then you're going to turn them in between. Okay? So I just want to keep, and then what I do is I like to look at it to see where they are here, and I just want mine to be a little thinner. And what they do there in Scotland is they have, this particular one is a sweet one. And then they have a savory one that I will show you next week. And the savory one, or just a plain one, is usually served with soups, stews. So, you know, you could do it in a round, you could do it in a square, any way you want to. So here we are. Look at that. Beautiful like so. Now, you can do it in a square if you like. Let me get this out of the way. So you could do it in a square, taking a sharp knife and just going this way and just pressing and pressing like that. And then, you know, just kind of come around and just kind of cut them. And then get yourself a bacon sheet. And then you can just take these little guys and just put them like so. And this one, oh, it smells delicious. Guys, you got to try these crackers. They're delicious, delicious, delicious. Now, if you want to make them round, you know, you can take this little guy like that. But I find that when I make them round, they're kind of hard to come out. See that? But we could do some round ones. Just kind of work with it. Ah, there we go. Oh, there we go. Oh, yeah. This is a lot of fun, isn't it? I love to bake. And then I'm going to do another one over here. So, you know, you can do them round. You know, you can do them squares. I like them squares. You can have them smaller. You know, any way you want to. And they just come right out. Look at that. Easy transaction. Very, very easy. Oh, yeah. And then what you can do with these guys, if you want, oh, what happened to my fork? You know, you can do the little pinchy, you know, to let the, airs escape. But they're not going to spread out. So you can, you know, you can bake them pretty close together. And that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to bake them very, very close together. Again, I have them in a 350-degree oven. And then I'm going to come over here to do these other guys. Because why not, right? Since we have you here together with me. Again, it's very beloved in Scotland, these crackers. And you can make them savory. And you can make them with, actually, I saw some that had cranberries in them. And so with the holidays coming, you can make it very, very special. We can take this out. These little pieces right here that I have right here. That's why I like to make them in squares, because that way I don't have to continuously to, you know, form the dough again and roll it out again. But this is what I'm going to do right here. Oh, these guys smells wonderful. Smells wonderful. Now, if you have, you know, the rest, just put them in a bowl. Just put it over here like so. And just roll it out. Very simple. Very, very simple. Roll it out. Try to keep the same consistency, you know, the same size. And then these guys, I'm just going to cut them just like that. Move things around over here. Again, you know, you can do the pinchy. I usually don't, because it depends on how I feel. And then I'm going to put these guys at 350-degree in the oven. I'm going to start my timer at 24 minutes. And I'm going to put this in the middle rack, like so, for baking. And then when they come out, let me move this out of the way. When they come out, you have this delicious crackers. Let me show them, let me bring them closer to you. Look at these beautiful crackers. You see those beautiful crackers? Let me get one out. Look at this. And then I just put some butter and some jam. And then you eat them. They're delicious. They are crunchy. They're amazing. I want to thank you so much for joining me today in this wonderful Scottish orange pumpkin spice crackers. Thank you so much for joining. God bless every single one of you. Ciao, ciao, Benny.